With unemployment rate hovering around 37.7% and is expected to hit 41% in 2023, according to KPMG detailed forecast International Global Economy Outlook report last month. It's only important that we look at how these teeming young Nigerians can gainfully engage themselves, knowing that government cannot do it all alone. Before the advent of oil, agriculture was a mainstay of the economy and made Nigerian GDP as of then averaging around $141.37 billion and a true giant of Africa. But can that still be achieved in 2023? Well, a look at these and more as it concerns young person going through agriculture and still achieving their dream is what this edition of The Big Story is all about. We're talking about agriculture, a main sector for or of employment. And that's what we're having as a major discourse today. Looking at the teeming unemployed youth in Nigeria that is expected to rise to about 41% in 2023. Can agriculture help to deal with that and help reduce the unemployment rate in the country? Is a question, and one that many feel the recent or the new government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu should look into to ensure the Nigerians, especially young ones, are gainfully employed. And to help us really look at this, I still have my colleague right here. I'm talking about Miriam Orikemi. And but joining us to talk about this is, well, I'd rather call him a farmer and an entrepreneur. And I'm talking of no other person but Mr. Patrick, CEO Pat and Pat Farm, and the Welfare Officer of the Poultry Association of Nigeria, Delta State Chapter. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you, yeah, thank you.
Well, anyways, yeah, it's really one that we need to talk about, knowing that the unemployment rate is expected to peak around 41% this year. But in looking at it, really, can agriculture help to deal with the issue of unemployment? In your own view, can it help reduce their numbers, help youth actualize, not just feeding themselves, but also helping to improve their family? Can agriculture do all of that?
Yeah, thank you for having me. You see, Mike, agriculture is the bedrock and is the base, and it can help. You know, except you don't want to help yourself. Helping the economy, agriculture can put whatever you think that will grow the economy.
Okay.
Why am I saying so? You must have the passion for it.
Okay.
You must like it before loving it. When you like it, Mike, you will see that, you know, what are we really talking about? Agriculture. If you think back in the days of what's it called? Sokoto pyramid.
Yeah,
yes, pyramid.
The Granite Pyramid.
The Granite Pyramid. Okay. Before this oil boom, there was agriculture. The cocoa in the West.
Yes.
Agriculture. The granite and all that.
Yeah.
So within and around you, in your environment, everything helps. So if you like it, you have a passion for it, you will see that you will put food in your table first, you will pay your bills, and it will settle the economy.
Okay, now I'm really interested in knowing, because you're talking about if you have the passion, and I want us to start there, because as much as you're a farmer, and not just a farmer, but also gainfully employed in your own right, and also have others under your employment as a farmer, what's really your motivation going into farming?
Okay, fine. As a young man, when I was growing up, growing in the rural area, you know, most times when I look at my farm, I just wonder, you know, this destiny they talk about, is something that maybe, like in the Western world, when a child is growing up, you know, the things they like, they will just motivate that to go on that line. Towards that line. Towards that line. Now, I remember far back in those days when I was school, primary school, and those two, we got holidays. It could be sick in Isoko then. My grandmother was there. Holidays, and we go there for fishing. I never knew I'm going to be a fisherman today because I have that skill. have that knowledge. You know, today I'm into poultry, and by the grace of God, I just have to say, are you seeing my banner? Yeah, yesterday, yesterday was our election. You know, I'm now the welfare officer of Poultry Association of Nigeria Data Chapter. Okay? How do I come into poultry? In those days, you see, little things that you overlook, you mess it up. You know, in those days we used to have all these native fowls and all that, you know. But where I stay in Lagos, you know, somebody fowl was laying my compound and don't even know. The woman, my sister said, go and we don't have this fowl. Who have this fowl? They called the woman. The woman said, our fowl are too much. You people should take that fowl. And that fowl lay 13 eggs. It has 12. We now have fowl. I was paying 5,000 to clear the compound every month. As the fowl was growing, the chicks start picking all the grass from the compound. It saved me cost. Wow. Then now I have farms. What are we talking about? Poultry, farms, beds.
So what you're saying is more like something you love initially.
Yes,
when you were young.
Yes. Now, if you walk around your compound or your area now, you see people having poultry, minor this is just to make, maybe I buy one small chick, let me just train it for Christmas, you know. Those are farming, but you don't know. Like the water leaf now. Do you plant water leaf? No. Water leaf just grow. That is farming. There are some things that people just overlook.
That normally would have
translated ahead to the economy.
And from what we understand, it is an innate thing for you. It's a passion you just picked up.
It's a passion I picked up. And everybody can pick it up.
Okay, so now basically your farm, you talked about poultry, you're into birds, and fishery as well.
As well.
You have fishes.
Yes.
You have fish. Okay. So my question is this. With this current economy now in Nigeria, with what we have on ground right now, with how good the economy is, per se, what is it like owning and running such a farm, both fishery and poultry at the same time?
The truth is, it's really rewarding and challenging at the same time. You know? But if you look at the challenging part of it, you would not want to go into it because it involves finance. But when you look at the finance we're talking about now, it's not really the finance. It's the technical know-how. Okay? Because if I give you 2 million now, for example, Miriam, I say go into poultry or go into fishery, without knowing the technical know-how, you waste that money. So it's not about the finance. You must have a mentor. You must have somebody that will put you through guidelines. You must not know it all. Okay? Ask question. When you ask, you learn, you know. You know, now most times when I listen to Dr. Shasapoki, sorry to say, he's my mentor. Today now, Dr. Shasapoki brought a young man to this town for a seminar which I attended. Okay? From there I pick it up from what the guy was doing. Guys, why I'm into fishing. I'm not just doing fish, I export. Yeah, so I know what I'm talking about.
So like this economy we're in right
this
now.
This economy we are now.
How does it affect your business?
Yeah, we're talking about the challenges.
The challenges.
Especially at this recent time.
The challenges, when you look at the challenges, you know, you think about the finance, the price control. Like the challenges in farmers face, especially for the poultry, and even the fishery. The middlemen are the really problem we have in
what sense? Is it in the issue of pricing?
The pricing. We don't have a price control here. Mike, I can leave this studio now. Maybe I ask people to go and buy feed for me for 11,000, 16,000, whatever feed I want to buy. In the evening or tomorrow morning is 25,000 or something.
Wow.
It's life. Those are the challenges they have. The price, there's no price control.
Now, let's also understand, because while we're discussing about this, we really want to understand whether young persons can really venture into farming and have it as a mainstay of their profession. So we really want to understand also, how has government also contributed, knowing that you're a welfare officer of the Poultry Association of Nigeria, Delta State Chapter. Have there been any close collaboration between your association and that of the government, either federal or state, in the issue of not just this pricing you're talking about, which is a major challenge, but also in the issue of finance, sourcing for finance? Because we could still remember the CBN last year, a year ago, 2 years back, brought out the Anchor Borrowers Program. But basically, we know it was for farmers that were into feeds and all of that. But let's look at it. How has the government contributed largely in helping you guys source funds in farming?
Yeah, thank you. You see, Mike, if you look at it from the government side,
yes,
there are grants.
Okay.
We hear and we know, but how can we get to the grassroots?
You hear and you know.
Yes.
But you have another association. Don't they reach out to your association?
Listen to me, Mike. What I'm saying now is this.
Grants. Yeah.
In the area of grants, you will know that this is grant, but who is in charge of the grant? And how did the grant go to the common farmer? Before the association will even know they have hijacked it. What do? I have to give a credit to the past chairman of PAN, Chief Fred Rakbo. This man fought for the association and I bring it to the stage with Anna. I've just elected yesterday. So coming in now with my current chairman, Eric, Tenant Farm, we are going to make sure that every grassroots farmer benefit from this.
But are the grants frequent and are they spaced fine between?
Spaced fine between. It's not a frequent thing. But most times when it comes, before you know it, the grant is off. So what do? But now we want to make sure that here in Delta, we want to carry all the farmers along.
Okay.
So if you have a passion for farm, this new government, this new regime now, I'm very sure that with our present chairman now, we'll work with them to make sure that we encourage them. Let the new let the youth come into farming. It's profitable.
Okay, well, initially you were talking about the challenges plaguing the business, your business, the farming business, and you mentioned the lack of price control, the middlemen and all of that. Aside that and the fact that these grants, the governmental side of it, these grants are not readily available or are not easily accessible. What other problems is plaguing the farming business?
Well, you say in farming business the challenges are more. Yeah, you know, it depends. Look, let me just take for instance poultry. Okay. You have to calculate some of the challenges we have, some of these expertise, the professionals, maybe the vet doctors and all that. They don't really help. Because when you calculate, you must know that between maybe July to so time, there's going to be a challenge of maybe bird flu or the risk season.
So it's seasonal.
It's seasonal. You are going to have a challenge of coccidosis, you know, cold that will freeze your chicken and all that. Okay. Then so from maybe October to December, you are going to have seasonal farmers. So people don't farm, they wait for Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. So they prefer to brew their birds from September to December and sell. After that one, they don't sell again. They wait for Easter. So the challenge now is for the farmers that do run from year to year farming. Those people will still come and make the market slow for them to cause the gain. So you calculate and check what you are putting in to make sure you have a gain.
Okay, now let's talk about benefits and progress associated to your business and all of that, because recently now you talk about beds and I want us to remain there first. Recently now a crate of egg is on the high side, and many will say it's the profit that comes along with having a poultry, but they will also attribute much you spend on feeds as another source of draining that profit. But let's look at it, because somebody sitting at home now would want to look, is this a profitable venture? Is this something I can really put my heart in and also put my money in that will make me gain. So let's look at it. The progress report is farming. I'm talking about poultry and also fishing or fish farming. Profitable and something someone would love to go into.
Very, very profitable.
Okay.
Yes. You see, most of these challenges that we're talking about, you hit the headlock straight away. You don't even think. You just go with your business. Because when you talk of eggs, egg blood, that is what we want to fight now here in Delta State in this our regime. Because you see the West, yeah. If Ibadan, for example, now release egg, it will just flush everywhere.
Okay.
You know, so the price will crash. And here, you have a crate of egg, maybe say 1,500 from the farm. The middleman that is carrying their egg now can sell it at any price. Of course, he must gain.
Of course.
You see it now?
Yeah.
So the benefit of the farm really is the interest. So that you must calculate and know at every point that whether rain, sun, you are in the business.
But you made mention of price control and it looks as if it's obvious that that's where the problem lies.
That is where the problem lies, the price control. We don't have it yet.
So are you saying that, for example, because I want us to stick with birds and also eggs.
No,
are you saying
the same thing
price of eggs
birds and fish?
Okay. Now, are you saying that price varies according to farm or market force determines the price? Let's really understand.
The market force.
It does determine the price.
And because Michael, listen to me. Yeah. You bought a feed now for 10,000 yesterday.
Yes.
And your best must eat.
Of course.
And the feed is now 12,000 today. And you have 30 crates of egg on ground. And you are selling the egg for 8,000. Somebody come and say, I want to buy them for 7,000. And you know tomorrow you must buy feed. What do you do? You say.
Well, that's more of a challenge indeed.
It's a big one.
So you know what he was asking now is because it's as though the business is all doom and gloomy. There's no gain. What are the benefits?
The benefits.
Give us your progress report so far.
Being a farmer, both in fishery and also in
my progress so far.
Your progress report.
My progress report is this: consistency, being in the business. Calculate, wash, know what to do at the right time. The business is profitable.
Okay.
Number one, put food on your table.
Okay.
You pay your bills. As I'm sitting here, I have workers.
Yeah.
They are working, and I'm here now. You know, so the benefit is there, but once you give up, you will not have it. You crash.
Now you made mention of exporting some of your farm produce overseas. How is the acceptability of our farm produce if really packaged well in the international market? Is it well recognized and is it really well accepted overseas?
Yes. If you have your goods well packaged, like for example now, this part about farms, and I have my part about smoked fish, I have my part about tapioca, I have my part bonga fish, boneless. I will not be giving you stress to go and say you want to buy bonga fish and you'll be cracking out debts everywhere.
And you export
all of these things are export.
To which countries?
Canada, Australia. We deliver worldwide from part farms. Worldwide.
Well, Miriam, it has been a full week. We had all the discussion from Monday now to Friday. We talked greatly about the economy. We talked about security. We talked again about agriculture, which is also ending it. And indeed, it has been a full run of our time. And any plans for the weekend?
I am going into agriculture.
As much as you're going to agriculture, I'll be going to food production. That will be pretty soon. But anyways, I need to thank you. And I will really need to say the full circle has been achieved, but we'll plead with you to still remain with Quest. But for me, Michael Gobadia, and the crew and the team, I really want to say God bless you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye.